enjoyed doing the TV show. The important thing to me in the show was that people finally got to see what Robbie Knievel was separate from Evel Knievel. And that's what I always wanted, because basically people only saw Robbie Knievel jumping a motorcycle as Evel Knievel's son. So I'm happy that people get to see that I'm a complete friggin' moron. I don't want to retire ever. Next time I hit the pavement at 80 miles an hour, maybe I'll change my mind, but I doubt it. My dad always taught me to get up. He always said you're never a failure in life unless you refuse to get up, and I get up every time. I might fall back down, but I get up. I'm just doing what I do best, and we all got a meaning in life, and where we came from, where we're going, and what we're going to do, nobody has those answers. I always tick my dad off. It doesn't matter what I say. That's why we haven't been together for so many years. I think he wants me to be just like he was, and I'm not. I'm just me. I was born in Butte, Montana. I grew up there in a little trailer house till I was in 5th grade. We were pretty much trailer trash. My dad growing up was a great dad. He hugged us, loved us, said prayers with us. I mean, he was like a normal father. And then the toys came out when we still lived in the trailer, my dad's toys. And all of a sudden, we moved to a house that we built on the golf course at the country club. And it went from totally broke to Learjets, yachts, Ferraris, a house in Fort Lauderdale. I started so young, I was just born into this business. By the time I was 11, I was wheeling across the football fields in front of 50,000 fans. And that's when I knew, when they were cheering me on, this is what I want to do for a living. And by the time I got to a certain age and got to be a cocky young punk and thought I knew everything, I left. And I think that ticked them off. It's hard to fill the shoes, whether you're the daughter of Muhammad Ali or the son of Joe Frazier or the son of Evel Knievel. I don't think you can ever fill them shoes.
Today is Father's Day, and Robbie and his dad, Robbie and Evel, are going to be on Open Road Radio together this afternoon, this evening. And a lot of times when they get together, it's usually a collision.
After the break, we'll be speaking with Robbie Knievel and find out what he is up to. Hi, Robbie?
Yes?
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know if you were calling separate from your dad or not, so.
Okay.
He's on right now. I'm going to put you on hold and they'll pull you up, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Don't lose me.
Hey, Eva, we want to say Happy Father's Day to you, but we've got somebody on the phone that wants to as well. Bobby?
Yes, Gina.
You're on the air on Open Road Radio with your father.
Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. I love you.
Thank you, Robbie. I love you too. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I wrote in today, and the first person I saw was a cop from New Jersey. He says, you know, there's a helmet law here. I says,
You didn't wear a helmet?
Hey, I don't know. I like to hear the pipes.
Here in Illinois, we are helmet
Hey,
free.
Robbie, you remember a little story I told you? Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Yeah, I know.
And all the king's men couldn't put him back together. You know why? He was so stupid he didn't have a helmet on. If I were you, I would absolutely ride with a helmet. I don't care whether it's a helmet law state or not. Get on that motorcycle and ride it a long distance.
Now there is some.
It's just easy to get in an accident.
There's some fatherly advice on Father's Day, and we want to ask you guys. I mean, Robbie, what was it like growing up in high school or junior high school, being the son of Evel Knievel?
Well, it was, Dad said this, and I said nothing. I robbed music stores. My dad tried to tell me what to do, but I wouldn't listen. I was like every other punk in the world. And, I wanted to beat every guy that wanted to beat my dad. And I beat them all.
And Robbie, when he grew up, he always wanted to ride a mini bike. I got Robbie a mini bike with an automatic clutch on it. And I I tied a rope to it to the back fender, and then I tied it around my waist. And I put him in a little pit he couldn't get out, where the sides were pretty steep. And I taught him how to ride a motorcycle in that pit, and I had it tied to me, so I absolutely hang on to it. So all the fathers that are listening, if you'd like to teach your son to ride a motorcycle, that is the absolute safest way. The only thing you have to is put a helmet on him and teach him how to balance it. Just fix him up a few times, but he'll learn very quick.
Evil, this is Tiny. I have a couple questions. How old
Yes.
were you when you did your first jump?
Dad, Tiny's a big son of a bitch. Don't screw with him.
Hey.
Oh, I
Watch your language. We're on a national show there.
Evil, what was the age that you did your first jump and your last jump?
I did my first when I was about 24.
We want to wish you both a very happy Father's Day,
Robbie's
gentlemen.
got a couple of big jumps coming up.
Gentlemen, hang on there. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Open Road Radio on the TBN Network.
Watch your language. I loved my father, looked up to him, did everything I could to be a proud son. I think my dad's going to go to the grave, if he doesn't change, unhappy. I'm going to go to my grave happy. Being on the road with me is just the modern gypsy life. That's what I consider myself. And I like to travel the country, and I can't sit still anywhere. Being on the road is very interesting because always happens.
I think they just lost the engine in the motorhome. Stupid piece of crap.
I think we lost an engine. I don't know, it's hot. Peg hot, and then there's no oil pressure, and it was just puking out water. All of a sudden, naka, bam, done, boom.
It's the curse of Boise.
I don't know about Idaho, but
It's the curse of Boise.
get a baked potato before we leave.
My guys on my crew are basically a bunch of characters, but their personalities, their laughs, I couldn't do the show without them, really.
I don't feel too safe standing alongside the road here. I think it's gonna have to be towed.
Holy shit. She's a goner, boy.
Didn't sound that bad. We lost it, it's blown. The Titanic sunk.
Don't pull out too far, boss.
I thought we were all going to get hit and killed. And I said, just throw the stuff out of the motorhome, all our clothes in the trailer, and jump in the truck, let's go.
Brian, you gotta get your blankie out of the bath. We gotta get this out of here.
The Tylenol for sure.
Oh my.
Oh, I'll take care of that for
You
you.
gotta take one.
I'll take care of that for you, Todd.
Oh, how about all those freeze pops?
What about the freeze pops?
We can rephrase them, right?
I better get to ride tomorrow. I better be riding one of them Harleys tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Hey, Pete! There's a cop back there!
I thought you were after me, sir. Gosh darn it, you scared the crap out of me. You gotta
Well,
keep
how's that
one guy
doing, man?
drinking Diet Coke.
I see him coming.
Nice to meet you.
You don't have an extra patch, do you?
It's kind of fun to see a celebrity once in a while.
And I'm the designated driver. See, I don't smell like food.
That's good.
I smell like onions.
That's good.
He's a legend, yeah, he's a legend. Bobby Knievel. Sammy Man Cannon, like my ex-wife. Go! I love my fans, I love them.
Traveling with Team Knievel, to me, is like a hippie comic superhero rock and roll tour. It's a blast. The bar in Montana, I just walked in and these guys were drunk. I heard they were at a bachelor party and they were just in my face right away.
A bunch of hillbilly chooks, young punks, thought they could give themselves a big name by going after Robbie.
Robbie sat down and one guy was giving Robbie a bad time.
Let's see what you made.
Somebody might have said Robbie, and you should, but I wasn't there 2 years ago. If you guys want to change it, you should. No, I'm just saying.
I'll give you the
I was just leaning on the bar and Roman said, this is, we're in a non-win situation, Robbie. I said, no.
They attacked me first because I blocked Robbie.
No, but I was down before I knew it. I couldn't get up.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
I don't like to start fights. If somebody gets in my face, it's gonna, I'm just gonna stand up for myself.
I didn't know Robbie was even in a fight, and all of a sudden the pile comes up, and here comes Robbie from the bottom of the pile,
Was that in the script?
It ticks me off that these guys got in my face for no reason because they didn't even know me. They were just jerks. Going on the road with Robbie Knievel is you don't even have to do ab rolls. We laugh so hard. My guys on my crew are basically a bunch of characters, but sometimes they act like a bunch of friggin' little kids.
This one's from Oregon. That's what I thought. You see the O?
Easy. Hey.
How you doing? I gotta get up on this thing. I feel like Weeble.
Run real fast. Do a wheelie.
Let you go.
This cowboy shows up and says, we're gonna go rope some calves, and none of us had done that before.
All right, go ahead.
Get on it, boy!
Oh! I gotta try that again.
I never roped a running calf, so this guy put me on his trained horse, and the second time out of the chute, I nailed the calf, but the calf was so fat we were calling him Cheeseburger.
That was fun. I wasn't gonna quit till I got that little. Glad I got him on the second deal. Stop.
Stop. Stop, there's my camera right there. Stop. I'm trying to get my camera.
Obviously, they don't have horses in Austria.
He's uncontrollable. Stop. Stop.
Come on, he says. He tells his horse to, instead of ho, he says, stop, please stop. We do quit running.
I can't get off this horse, it won't stop.
expecting Robbie Knievel here around 11:30 today. A little bit behind schedule.
Where's Robbie? I don't know, but I'm here. It's past 11:30 and I'm the only one down here, ready to go. The rest of the crew have no idea where they are. Pedal to the metal! But I'll tell you what, I'm here because I can't turn down these beautiful women.
The rules, of course, are pretty simple. We ask you to wear a collared shirt, no cutoff pants. We ask you to replace divots, repair ball marks.
You have to pick up that grass and put it back in the hole.
Proper etiquette's required. We expect no profanity.
Oh, I got some grass over here. Hit him! Hey, now. No five-sums.
We do not allow five-sums. We frown upon five-sums. No five-sums at all.
What about a threesome?
One.
No, no, no.
Yay!
There you go. Look who showed up! Robbie!
Failure to abide by these rules would result in removal from the course usually.
Okay.
Go get him.
Why do they want to choke me today?
Was that him hissing?
Yeah.
Holy.
Look at this.
When the head goes from red to white or purple, we know it's time to
My
remove
head,
the animal.
exactly. Holy man.
I thought Master Gates was gonna get his head squeezed off there for a second.
We're gonna step in there and we're gonna feed him and talk to him.
And this is a crock.
Tommy! Hey!
Which one's Tommy?
Tommy's the big one. Now what you do with this chicken is you're just gonna hand it to him like that and he's gonna pull it off of your hand. I'm just kidding. Come here.
No
Come here, Tommy.
I knew you
Come
were.
here, buddy. Come here.
What do you want me to do with
You
this?
just walk over and toss it right next to his mouth. All right, just toss it right to the side of his mouth.
I want him to jump and take my arm.
You think there's any quickness there? Touch his nose with it. Bam!
When I saw the speed of Tommy, I had my hand on my Glock, I would have shot him. Wouldn't have been quick enough to, before Tommy grabbed him, I would have been quick enough to stop him from taking him because I'd have fired 10 rounds in him quick.
My bragging rights are I'm Robbie Knievel's personal bodyguard.
You know, I don't like to call Gates a bodyguard. He's a friend.
My job is to basically take care of Robbie. So that's why you'll see me close to him, sometimes too close.
A lot of things that I do is automatic secondary nature because of the trained fighter and the trained self-defense person that I am. In there. You know, I jump in front of Robbie. Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. He goes. Now notice it's the arm breaking, then the shoulder, and then I just ridge hand him in the throat. It's imperative you know this is real. Do not try this at home. Don't even attempt this in any way, shape, or form. Go up inside, turn, take the arm. If that's not enough, from here I can put him to the ground. Huh? And then I slide and pull. You ever eat chicken wings? This is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm being nice with him. And I rip this out, cock and lock, bam. And notice the weapon is here. So I have his pinky, look at this. So he's got his pinky finger. I'm gonna rip it off, I'm gonna break it. Now I decide if I wanna scatter his brains, or I just wanna blow his heart away.
Robbie's very, very safe as Brian, you know, and I feel not comfortable too. Very comfortable having
And
Brian
together, look out.
I did my first jump at a track this size in Buffalo, New York when I was 9 off my dad's ramps.
You can't protect a man from himself. He's crazy.
Yeah, we're in no hurry.
Are you gonna drive it or what?
Yeah.
Get in it. Get going, man.
Everything Robbie does, he goes balls to the wall as fast as he can go, as hard as he can go, and you give somebody a toy like this, they don't have a choice.
Will you guys f***ing relax?
Do you put your Depends on?
Daredevil. So any dumbass that gives the guy the keys and thinks that it's like giving the keys to your brother is an idiot.
There he goes. We knew that one was coming.
He won't make it through this one either. He's gonna spin coming out of the corner here too.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I was concerned. I didn't know if he was dead or alive. I didn't know if it hurt his neck, and the window net wasn't up. I saw him looking at the bottom and thinking, oh shit, here we go.
He just spun out like crazy, tried to bring it back, and kept his foot on the pedal. Yeah, he wrecked it.
Are you okay? You all right? It almost jumped over the wall, buddy.
That was great.
Just a flash of Earnhardt's crash went right through my mind. I thought, I'm going into this wall head on hard. Bam! I feel myself up on top. I didn't feel a thing. I saw stars.
Bob.
Now you need to cancel the yacht ride. You gotta pay for a car.
Yeah, look, pull up.
You act good. I gotta get
Right there, push in and pull out. And he's trying to get out because he's nervous and he's pulling on the steering wheel on there. Oh no, you have to push down and pull up.
Oh, watch it. Son of a bitch. You alright? I think I just broke my nose.
Smacks himself in the nose. Sitting in the car. Give me some ice.
You need some ice at a motorhome in a bag right away so I can keep this down.
A little bit tough, it's tailing.
Oh, fine, man.
Hey.
Thank you very much. I have a reputation for being late a lot. Sometimes I just don't make appointments on time.
This morning is our first day, our first press heavy day, and we're not off to a good start because Robbie blew his radio interview this morning.
We've been Knieveled.
Yeah.
We're waiting on Robbie to sign autographs. He's late. And he's late. 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Hey Larry, how are you?
I'm not doing very well. I hear Mr. Knievel hasn't shown up this morning.
Tell him I'll be out there at high noon.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, I gotta jump.
They're really telling the crowd to get here somewhere around 2 o'clock.
We're about an hour and 20 minutes now from there.
Show don't start till I get there though.
All I ask him to do is show up at 10 o'clock in the morning on my sales floor, and he doesn't show.
We're on Robbie time, so whatever happens, happens.
Mr. Knievel's not delivering, and it's very, very frustrating.
Hopefully he's coming here.
Hey, reach Rob. Hey, reach Rob.
Hi, reach Rob.
Okay, let me be perfectly clear. Mr. Knievel gets down there on the sales center right now, or he's on the curb. Am I clear?
Who's this Robbie guy anyway that he's too good to do our show?
He's hungover. I mean, he's killing me.
Somebody had a harebrained idea to have a bike rally at 7 o'clock in the friggin' morning.
Well, it's aggravating, but it's frustrating because this is business. I've got 75 people here that paid, $200 each to be on this ride. The engines are fired up, and I don't have my starter.
We're getting ready to go on a ride down to Nogales, Mexico. My dad just woke up. I just talked to him. He actually asked if I was up and ready. I said, yeah, everybody's down there waiting for you.
Bill told me he's right behind them.
Kristen just got him out of bed. So we're ready to go. It'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, I heard that an hour ago.
What's that now?
I heard that an hour ago.
Well, I just...
Again, MIA. Captain Undependable.
You know, everybody's late sometime or another in their life. I'm leaving right now.
Actually, we didn't make it very far after we left, about 20 miles, because Robbie ran out of gas. Nobody knew actually that Robbie ran out of gas, basically because he was leading and he just pulled to the side. When I found out I was over gas, I kind of had to laugh.
Yeah, why are we stopped out here? We're waiting for God to stop by. Here we get up at 6 o'clock to be on time, and when you work in show business, if you're on time for work, you're late. I don't think Robbie works in show business. He's got us out here in the middle of nowhere, and we stopped to see where we're going, and he's out getting gas. What's this guy's trip? Are we gonna wait for this guy?
Well, guy could have told me it was like 50 miles to the first gas station.
I mean, he's definitely the fearless leader, but sometimes it seems like he turns into the clueless leader, because when you're going on a ride, you're supposed to gas up first before you leave. And now we're stuck in the middle of nowhere. Hey, clueless! Yeah, he's a daredevil. He dares sometimes. You're like, whoa! No. And the saber comes.
So I need one. I got a
regular?
Premium.
I mean, I guess I kind of feel like I'm part of this Team Knievel, He's my dad, and it's just kind of funny. But it feels good to be a part of it.
Kristen left with her mother when we split up when she was 5 to move to Chicago, so every summer, every holiday, I would get Kristen, and all I can do is go visit her. I wish I could see you more often, but I'm busy. You can fly to my shows anytime you want, bring a friend.
I know my dad feels like he missed out on close times with me when I was younger.
Okay. You're a beautiful young woman now, but you're always going to be my baby girl, so just remember that.
I mean, he tells me, that he wishes he always lived closer and that we could have gotten to see each other a lot more.
So my advice, don't ever get married. Well, I guess we all got to go through it once.
My dad tries to give me fatherly advice.
Just if you have any grandkids of mine, make sure they're all girls.
Okay, I'll make sure of that.
I don't want any little boys that'll grow up and want to do the same thing I do.
Sometimes it's just kind of funny stuff that I I'm never gonna do anyway, so I just kind of laugh at him.
So what's with this? Oh, I mean, I had a pierced ear when I was 17, and you just turned 18. You have a belly button piercing too?
Yeah.
Why? And why do you have a nose piercing? No,
Because
actually,
it's not permanent. I can take it out when I get sick of it.
You just look like my baby girl, and you grew up too fast.
Sorry.
But you still look like you're 12.
So can I ask you about this stuff on the internet? The website was called, I swear to God, it was called Robbie Knievel Sucks. I clicked on it and it just had all this stuff that said, oh, his jumps are fake. Look at all the measurements and the angles.
Oh, they're just jealous young punks. I've done it all. I paid my dues. 98% of the people like me and Grandpa.
My dad just kind of laughed it off and said, oh, don't pay attention to that, it's stupid. But it does kind of bother me because I know it's not true. And I've been to his jumps and I know they're not fake. Otherwise, I really wouldn't be scared.
Hey, what are you doing? Cowgirl?
Will you take me for a ride?
Take you for a ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take you for a ride.
You will? Should be a pro at this by now.
She definitely has a lot of Robbie.
Robbie's got his daughter on his bike and he's wheeling.
Just like her dad. Next thing you know, she'll be wanting to jump, for Christ's sake. You're as crazy as he is for getting on it. I don't even like getting in a car with him, much less a bike, for Christ's sake, Kristen.
Thanks, Dad.
I could tell she was a little scared. She's telling me, remember, Dad, there's more weight back here on the seat, so we might flip over. She said something like that. I'm like, oh, thanks for reminding me, dude.
It's an adrenaline rush. Everybody's like, you're crazy for getting on there, but I'm a Knievel.
Ever since I can remember, the cameras, the PR, the hard work, the big jumps, so many times I looked at that ramp and had to pull the trigger. And I never thought it'd escalate to what it has today.
The way this is set up right now, my main concern was making sure that we had enough room here for him to get up to speed. You know, you come up short, that's where you get killed.
The last time I was in Jersey, I crashed. I think I'm crazy sometimes, and I ask myself, are you really crazy? I mean, you're going out to risk your life.
The fact is, he has the heebie-jeebies about New Jersey, because he jumped in 1991 and he had a badass crash where he went ass over tea kettle and tore up his leathers and got hurt real bad.
Oh, perfect. I'm feeling just a little clustered.
Is this your sister?
Yeah.
You get that feeling in you where you have no choice. That's kind of be like walking out for a gunfight in the old days, but you'd have to be a real good quick draw to not be nervous, I think. Kind of the same feeling, I guess. Who's gonna win? Me or death?
Okay, let him hear you.
I know it's always in the back of his mind. That last 50 to 100 feet where he is committed to go off the ramp there's no turning back. And he's got to be at full speed. If the bike cuts out in that last 50 to 100 feet, he's going so fast, that, over 80 that he can't pull off. And he's got to take it. He's all alone up there. When he's sitting up there, I don't know what that feeling would even be like, sitting at the top of that ski ramp, looking down there and looking at all them people and knowing that you have to do it.
That's a sign of a pro right there. That's a sign of a pro right there when something's not right to back at it. Get at it.
Because of the elevation, my bike's running so lousy. I'm making a run at the ramp, and I'm committed in my mind before I even take off from the ski ramp. And I just went at the ramp, and I didn't have the speed, and I knew it. And it was the first time I ever veered off and backed out. And then it really started screwing with my mind, because it's like, you got to go sometime.
He wouldn't do it if he didn't know he could make it. And he doesn't want to die, I know that.
Come on, feel it. You gotta feel it. Come on, baby. Come on, feel it. Nail it.
I can't even talk, I'm so happy. I was scared, and I mean, like I always am, but I knew he'd stake it. And his bike wasn't running right, I could hear it at altitude, I think, but he stuck it, another one. He's off.
I was doing runs, and I went to turn around down by the hay bales, and there was a lot of hay on the pavement. And I took the turn a little too fast and caught the hay, and it just slid out from underneath me and bam, right back on my same hand and shoulder that I just broke. I don't know, sometimes it makes you tougher when you got to go back out there and you're skinned up or you got some pain, because it makes you pay attention more. I don't know why, but that's how it's been over the years. And just you're more awake, more alert, because you don't want to get hurt any worse, I guess. I got on my jump bike and I didn't like it, so I got back on my wheelie bike, which doesn't run as strong because it wasn't broken the same way.
After Robbie decided the number 1 bike wasn't going to work, he motioned to me that he wanted the number 2 bike.
It just screwed with my head, so I got on the other bike and decided to jump it because it screwed up my whole focus on the thing. It wasn't straight.
I think we were all concerned. I could see all the crew all worried, and all of us were gonna, wondering if this was gonna be the one where he might not land right, because of his hand.
Hey, give it up for Captain Robbie Knievel.
When it came to the jump, the sun was setting. It wasn't lit up for a night jump, and he did it at the last second. I don't think if he would have waited another 5 minutes, it would have went through, because it would have been too dark.
Robbie just pretty much pulled the trigger whether it was time to go or not. We were out of sunlight. It was time to go.
You just kind of grit your teeth and go. sun's going down, it's getting dark, and it's kind of like, it kind of sets this tone for lights out, you know, more of a death feeling, and that kind of sucks. So I don't like jumping at the end of the day, but unfortunately that's how it is most of the time.
It's a terrible feeling. It's probably one of the worst I ever get because you know what the outcome could be. Your heart's beating out of your chest. If something ever did happen, you know, you're gonna walk away wondering, boy, you know, was it something I did wrong, or you know, was it whose fault was it? So it's, I guess, if something were to happen, it'd kill me inside also.
The reason I keep jumping because it's my passion and it's something I always wanted to do. I always looked up to my father like every other little kid, like a superhero, and I always wanted to be that. There's some guys that are diehards, and I'm one of them guys, and I just want to keep going. Even though I'm 43, I probably will be jumping if I'm still alive when I'm 60. I don't know, it's that beating death is like beating everything in a way, because you want to still be alive for your kids. It's what I'm the best at, is conquering that death.